Hey, welcome to BreitWerks. So, on this little guy, we are having a hard to start when warm issue. So no codes are stored. I smoked the intake, no vacuum leaks, and the fuel pressure looks solid. So the only thing left on these, engines to try is the crank position sensor, because everything else is controlled by a computer. So where are we? Well, we took I think Porsche calls it triangular brace. So we took the triangular brace off, and we are on the passenger side here for those of you in the US, and we're going to be right up in here. This wire, we've already got it unclipped and unplugged. Now we're letting it soak in a little Gibbs oil, because sometimes these little guys, here's the new one, and it's just held in with a 5mm Allen. So we gotta be a little gentle, get the 5mm Allen out, and then we'll work on getting the actual crank position sensor out. So that is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna get after it, and we'll check back in with you. But yeah, that's it right there, that wire, and then you can see it up in here. But I had one fail recently on a Cayenne, but never really seen one fail on a M96. But a lot of these don't stick around long enough to have that type of an issue. But we got 116,000 miles. When the engine was out, we replaced what we thought was everything we could get our hands on. So we're gonna try one more time here. Old sensor is out, so there's a little bit of stuff on the pickup there, just a little metal, which you would kind of expect over that many miles, but I don't know, it's tough to tell when these things are broken. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, and I hate doing this, but we're gonna swap the part. I'm not a huge fan of swapping parts, but she came out without too much issue. So hopefully the new one will go in without too much issue. And she's warm, so maybe it is affected by heat. But we're gonna get the other one back in there, torque the little screw to 10 Newton meters. And there's one little trick there for routing the wire, because you don't want it to be near all this hot stuff. So there is a little tiny tab, you can kind of see it right there at the tip of my finger, of getting the wire in. So we're gonna fight with all that and figure out how to get this thing back in. Okay, so quick little tip here. The connector on the new one, exact same as the old one, would not slide onto the car body harness side and click. And it was the rubber grommet, the waterproofing grommet, was just getting in the way, because when you pull that grommet off, it would lock up. So I took a tiny little hair off of it, maybe like a couple of human hairs with a razor blade. So if you're not making good connection there, and basically you'll know because the old part has to clip over the new part. If you're not making good connection there, then quite possibly that's going to be a little tip for you. You can't get rid of the orange thing. The orange thing is the waterproofing deal, but you can trim it up a little bit, make things fit a little better. Absolutely was not expecting that, but it's together now. I'm almost wondering if maybe the old one wasn't quite seated, but we're gonna turn the key and see what happens. All right, we're gonna turn the key, and I remember when you put in when you put in a Bosch part, you knew things were gonna be great. Now you wonder if the car's gonna start. Yep, that's our same problem. Better, but not fixed. Anyway, maybe you guys can get some tips out of changing the crank position sensor. Good luck to you if you can. Check us out at BreitWerks.com. Otherwise, click that subscribe button so we know to keep doing videos like this. So we changed the crank position sensor. Swapping parts, not a good thing. Have a fabulous day.